Yes.
Bless the Lord. Thank God for you this morning. For bless the Lord. You bless the Lord. You give me the word of the Lord this morning. You give me what it says. And then you and I do it. Amen. We have a word for God's people. What He desires to give this morning. We know that God is saying some things, and we understand that it's in the place of our new season in reference to what we're saying about our new season. And with that, in reference to what we're saying about our new season, we understand that God's saying some things to get us there the right way. So being that that's the case, then it becomes an issue where God has been saying some things about that. Like last week we talked about the fire, the ordained fire. Before that, we talked about discipleship. Before that, I think we talked about being ready and set. God's basically saying some things to us week by week to prepare us for the new season, the full new season. Okay. Now, last week we talked about the ordained fire, and in talking about the ordained fire, we understand that God is trying to prepare us and let us know. Every 20. But He's trying to prepare us for the essence of this full season. Okay? Last week He dealt with us in a strong way. And this week is kind of the same, but something added on to it. Okay? Now, what we have to understand is that a lot of these people are being squeezed and going through it now. And there's a reason for it. Because even though the blessings are going to come, the favors are going to come, the things are going to come, you got to remember, God has to still get us there right, get us our spirit there, and our mind and heart there right. So a lot of things He's trying to show us and reveal to us, okay, what is going on and why, okay? Because it's not just being receiving blessings, but some things He's trying to show us in the midst of what we're going through while heading towards the full season. Okay? He's trying to get us there right. Okay? All right. Now last week we talked about the ordained fire. Ordained fire. Okay. Now this week we will deal with the fire, but we will deal with it from a different perspective, because God's still saying the fire is among my people. And with being upon my people, then what's going to happen is many got to understand the fire is in the midst to burn, to purify, to get them to a place of purity and maturity in the full season, so I can get them there right. Now, being that that's the case, then we come to what we call the message today. Now, many of His people who used to be here high in many degrees of things, whether it's finances, whether it's relationships, whether it's prestige, whether it's respect, honor, whatever it may be. But then a lot of that stuff begins to change and shift, where you begin to see that person getting disrespected, not getting this honor, person getting finances going down, things are suddenly going down. When you used to have them up, but suddenly going down. Like, why are things going down? But when they were up one time, I used to be up. You know what I mean? But still, now they're going down. What's wrong? What's happening? What's going on? What's going on? So, being that that's the case, then it becomes the thing where God is saying there's a reason why. There's a reason why. There's a reason why. Now watch this. This is the thing. What you have to understand is that is what we call a low place. A low place. Okay? Now, the message today is kind of different. The message title is The Fire and the Low Place. But then the secondary part of that is the question. Do you see and get the revelation of it yet? Do you see and get the revelation of it yet? Do you see and get the revelation? say, what does that have to do with anything? So what he's saying is, if you go over all these things, you get the revelation of what I'm trying to show you. See, God said, I'm trying to show you something while you're going through these things. See, once he's trying to reveal to us, that's his piece. He said, I'm trying to show you some things. He said, oh, God, I'm going through my fight. Oh, God, I'm going through this. Oh, God, when. God said, I see all of that. It's going to come. That's going to come. All that will come. He said, but I'm trying to show you something. Do you really see it yet? Do you get the revelation of what I'm trying to show you? I'm trying to show you something. But do you get it? Do you see and get the revelation of it yet? And the revelation of it yet, and that it is the fire and the lowness. And when you begin to come low, he has to bring you low to humble you and to reveal to you and to purify you and to sanctify you. Any of us as his people, he brings us low to do that. So the first thing we say is, well, you know, I know I'm living righteous, I'm holy, this and that. He said, yeah, that's true. But at the same time, there's some areas that God said, I got to purify. Amen. There's some areas I got to purify. And so if these areas can be purified, he said, I can't bring you to a full new season if these areas are not together. So I'm going to bring you low to deal with you, because you don't seem to get this revelation yet. So you get the revelation, God said, to a lot of you. You get the revelation of the power of the anointing. You get the power of riches. You get the revelation of the poor. You get the revelation of those who are lost. You get the revelation of many things what you see around you. You get the revelation of destruction that's hitting America. You get all these revelations about what it means. You know all this destruction is in America? That's a judgment of God. Well, we get all these revelations, and we look at scriptures, and we see the revelation of it. We get the revelation. That means we can see it. And God said, okay, well, do you see the revelation of some things I'm trying to show you about you pertaining to where I'm taking you and what I'm trying to do with you? He said, do you get the revelation of it yet? See, it's a low place. So when we're in a low place, then we have to understand the low place and the fire is to burn and burn and burn and then bring us back up to a high place. See, the low place in the fire is to purify and then bring us to a place of getting that particular revelation of that place. You get it? See, it's not just having a revelation. It's not just receiving a revelation. It's getting that revelation. See, what is happening, many are getting revelation, receive revelation, but missing that revelation, which is the revelation of the fire and the low place. So when you miss the revelation of the fire and the low place, you still didn't get that revelation. You're just getting a form or some revelation. But to get the fullness of revelation means you get revelation about all aspects of everything, not just around you, but you. So when that happens is, God is saying to a lot of his people, you're getting revelation, but you're not getting the revelation. The revelation is the one I want you to get. That's the one about that fire and about that low place and why you're low in these areas. Because I'm bringing you low and I'm purifying you with this fire in this low place to get you to see you. And to get you to see your life. Get you to see your spirit, your mind, your heart, all aspects. Get you to see my kingdom right. All things right. So being that that's the case, look, you know what? It's amazing when we think of fire. First thing we think of is the blaze that's burning. Okay, and that is what a fire is. But do you know that a fire, the word fire, actually have a meaning to it that applies to individuals? Let me tell you what I mean by that. Do you know that the word fire means severe trial or ordeal? When we think of just the blaze, but fire also means severe trial or ordeal. Severe trials or ordeal. Now guess what? Do you know what the word fire also means? Besides the blaze, burning thing? It also means intense verbal attacks or criticism. What's this? Intense verbal, in your mouth, attacks or criticism. Criticizing. That's also fire. That's actually the definition of the word fire. So I can't get all the definitions that talks about the fire and the heat, but fire is actually also a severe trial or ordeal. You said, boy, that brother going through, oh, that's what they're going through. But if it's a fire in the name of God, that's an ordeal in this life. That's an ordeal in her life. See? Intense verbal attacks or criticism. Now, guess what? Low means this. Of lesser position rank, or order. And then it also means this, falling short of some standard. And then the third part of the definition is interesting to me because it says lacking dignity or elevation. See, when dignity comes in agreement with what we call respect and honor. See, a lot of times in the high place we can lose respect and honor. Okay, what I mean by that now? Sometimes God had to bring us low to see that you anointed, but you lost some honor.
Mm.
See, losing honor is not just for God, it's for people. So when the honor, and when the part of the honor leaves, what happens? God's have to bring you back down and let you see that guess what? There's some people who lost some respect for you. So it's like, you got to do positions of life, and just us as Christians.
Yeah.
So now, being that that's the case, God's have to bring you down and let you see that some people lost some respect for you, so that you can understand that you, in some people's eyes, you're low. So they can bring you back down to the low place to get you to a place of elevation. Because look what it said. It says lack of dignity or elevation. See, elevation is not just a position or title. Elevation is how someone lift your name up. So now that's what it said, a lack of dignity or elevation. So that means when the honor leaves, that means someone stopped. Basically, in the eyesight of a person, they stop talking good up and high about you. See? Because that means some honor have left. So we got to understand what? God said, I'm trying to get my people past this anointing and it's flowing. Because what they do, they're flowing in the anointing, but they lose the respect with people. Lose the respect. See, so it says a lacking dignity or elevation. So the question is this here. In that, he's saying, do you see the revelation of this low place in this fire, why I got you here? Because I'm trying to elevate you and I'm trying to give you dignity, but it's lacking dignity. Because to be low, that means God had to bring us low to allow us to see that in the high place, we was losing the dignity, losing the elevation of the honor. And see, what God's saying, do you see and get the revelation of it yet? Do you really get it? See, it's the person like say that you hear someone say, I don't care what they say. God called me. I don't care what they say. I don't care what they say. God called me. God anointed me. He's the one push one. They can't put me on heaven or hell. They can't put me in heaven or hell. God called me. I'm the one going for it. It's who God made me to be. See, that kind of statement and that kind of stuff is not cool. Because when you start really growing with God, you start realizing everything that's being said, you check it. So, no matter, you check it. Because you're saying, you're walking in a careful place of saying, I'm checking my spirit, checking my life. And I want to check and make sure everything. See what I'm saying? That some of the stuff ain't true. And if it ain't true, then you just check it off and keep going, don't get me wrong. But at the same time, if it's true, you're saying, okay, God, that means someone's false. Now I got to correct that in me. You see? But if it's not, then you shake it off and say, whatever. Somebody run their mouth. Then that's what that becomes. They just run their mouth. Fine, they run their mouth. Okay, do you keep moving? Now, but at the same time, God said, I'm trying to get my people to understand. I'm trying to take them there, but I'm trying to take them there with riches, prosperity, anointing, favor, and honor. You see, and honor. Because many of his people is losing honor and respect, even though they are anointed. Because if that's the case, there's many people we all probably know that's anointed, but we won't invite them to preach. We don't even want to hear them preach. But they are anointed and they are powerful in God. And we don't even want to hear them. We don't want to hear them. But yet they're powerful. I prophesy the whole house down. And yet, if you hear they come into a service, you don't want to go. Because they lost some dignity and some elevation in your eyes. And God said, I have to bring my people down to a low place to understand that I want to keep you high and allow you to remain high. When I bring you back to the high place, you're going to stay there because you down me to the low place with this fire. See, the fire had you low. The fire in the low place was to purify and reveal to you. See? And a lot of times we're in the low place, we don't understand what God's saying is. God's saying, you don't get this revelation yet, do you? You still stubborn. You still focus on the fact that you prophesy, anointed, called, get preacher together. That don't mean nothing. You lose respect with people.
Amen.
So he said, do you see and get the revelation of it yet? Do you see and get the revelation of it yet? Do you get it yet? He said, you're going on, you're going on. He said, do you get it yet? Why the fire and the low place? Do you get the revelation of it yet? This place of the fire is a place of purification. This place of the fire is a place where God is going to cleanse and wash and deliver and set free. This is the place where He's going to do that. This is the place. So now, watch this. Being that's the case, watch this. Now, if we said that, God said, what are the areas that He looks at in reference to these things? What are the things He looks at? One of the things that He looks at, and there's a few of these things in my notes, and I'm going to deal with a few, and that is the area of love and forgiveness. Love and forgiveness. Love and forgiveness. See, it means, it's like this. It's saying God has to bring His people low to teach them that guess what? Your heart is not where you think it is. Your heart is not where you think it is. And a lot of times, God, people, we don't understand as His people why we're in the fire. The fire is for a place of bringing us to see everything about us and about our life and about the totality of who we are and where we're going and what He wants to do through us. So if that's the case, watch this. You might say, okay, you might say, love and forgiveness, love and forgiveness. See, a lot of times what God has to do is He has to allow the fire to burn, to allow us to see the hardness of our heart. And when He allows us to see the hardness of our heart towards people, what it does this. It is not just to see the heart and how hard it is. It's also to see how that heart is connected to things that need to be healed in our life. Like you heard me say when I preached the other day at Pastor Michael Young, one thing you got to understand is this. Watch this. A lot of people don't understand why finances are not being loose. It has nothing to do with declaring about death and life of the power of the tongue. A lot of times it's just a simple heart. And a lot of times the finances are not going to get loose because the heart is not right. And so what you have to do is He allow the fire to allow the heart to be seen. Because what He's saying is, to connect it to this heart, there's about 3 or 4 different things you want healed in your life. See, so a lot of times, the person might say, well, okay, yeah, well, I'm being blessed. Okay, yeah, and we understand some blessings will come. But what He's saying is, I still try to get you there right. See, even though we said that we're going to still get it, remember? God ain't going to let us get there in our way, though. You get it? We're still going to get it. And there's still some things not to be perfect with it. But what He's still saying, I'm still not going to let you get there any kind of way, though, even though you're still going to get it. So being that that's the case, He's saying there's a couple of things connected to your heart being right. See, so right now a person might say, I believe in God. Well, see, connected to the heart getting right with people, individuals, or certain people. A lot of times what God's saying is, your finances are going to be, that's why your finances, it's like it is going down the tubes. This is why you ain't healed. This is why you ain't got salvation in your house. This is why salvation ain't coming to your house. This is what God's saying. Yeah, your finances ain't going to be loose. Your finances is like you got a hole in your pocket. He said, well, your heart is hard. And there's unforgiveness in your heart. See? And when there's unforgiveness, it eats away at your life. And so we want to say, oh man, why am I fat? God said, no, your finances ain't like that because your heart is hard. He said, you know what? Some people just wonder, oh Lord, just go in the prayer line and say, pray for my body, pray for healing. God said, yeah, you're going to be healed. Yeah, you're going to be healed. Yeah, you're going to be healed. Yes, you're going to be healed. But at the same time, the healing's going to come. But he said, but I'm going to get some things done with you first before the healing comes. Doesn't mean it worked that way. But some of our knowledge is miraculous.